Hello everyone, and welcome back to this weekend's HGT and Gigi collaboration. And today we are going to continue with the oh no, am I live? Oh no, I wasn't supposed to be live. But okay. I don't know about this, but HGT and Gigi collaboration starts like this. It says end stream. I don't know, not yet. Morning, you all. I don't know where this will take us. Welcome for those of you who are listening. You know that me and Letitia Heavenly Gifted today have made devotional throughout. It's a couple of months now. Is it since November last year, I think? And today I want to incorporate the daily doodle or the daily creations that Letitia has on her streams and on her page on Facebook. And today's word, and then I'm of course looking at Sunday, April 11th. The word for doodling or making any creation was praying hands. And for the devotional, that is perfect. The devotional that we are going through this month is Flourish. For those of you who don't know, I will put links in the description box for the devotional that you can find on the Bible app YouVersion or their website, bible.com, so that you can click on that and follow and participate throughout the months. And the way that we have made, for those of you who have seen this journal or this altered book, I have chosen words throughout the month and throughout every month. So that has been words like peace. It has been, let's see, what was the word for this one? Special. It has been shine. It has been as of right now, and that's where I'm going to create today's page. Today I'm going to create praying hands and using my word open. So let's see what we can do. You know, to be able to open up, and I talked about it last weekend, I am Christian, and I wish for all of you that, of course, you can find whatever suits you and begin your journey towards God. But as I told you last weekend, it's not up to me. I'm not going to force you in any way, but that is my wish, and I am going to work towards that. So let's create something nice on these pages here. So let's see. We will have to have some colors. And as usual, I wasn't about to go live with this, but I'm going to create something. So let's see, we will start with the bottom color, and for this one I'm going to use kind of a yellowish tone, I think, or maybe this gold kind of tone. Let's see. And usually when making these, as this is an altered book in old pages, I make the page and then let it dry, as I don't have any heating tool, and then go back. So that is why it's easier for me to have a non-live session. But let's see. I have been working a lot with my positivity flowers, and Flourish to me is to, as I said, going to open up my ongoing journey towards connecting to God. So for the praying hands as today's word, in Letitia's prompt, it's perfect. So I think I have to do this in a little bit other kind of thing. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Oh, sorry for that. So let's see. I was thinking about painting or doing something directly on this page, but I have to think in a different way. So let's see. We will put this aside. And praying hands to me, I don't know about you, but I do pray a lot. Of course, I have those certain times in the mornings and evenings and things like that, but most of all, I think it's important to just have a second or two. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be like a long 10, 20, 30 minutes. Just to be able to have connection is good. So let's see. We'll create a hand here. And the other one coming like this. So this is just a sketch. I don't know. It's more important not to do exactly what you're supposed to with this, just to have the actual meaning of it. So let's see what we can do. I want to have the Bible represented in this. Something like that. So I will cut this out and kind of attach it to the page. And for those of you who don't know, I've used flowers throughout the month. Flowers represent a lot. It represents springtime, of course, but to me it also represents the way to be connected to God, to really find a deeper connection. So I'm going to make it a little bit more prominent this so that we can actually see what it is. And just realize that I don't think that I'm going to erase much of the pencil, because just to see a pair of hands praying is the thing here. And I'm also going to attach my flowers, and that will represent my way of connecting more to God than just really have those special moments. For me, it has been more and more important to connect to God in a deeper kind of way. So let's see. We want to cut some of it out. I think we do. Want to cut pieces of it out like this. This will represent praying hands, and for me, as I said, a couple of minutes, couple of seconds even is important. And you do what suits you. So I'm going to glue that one down. Or even, do I want to have it? No, I'm going to have it on that one side. I don't know about you, but to me it's important to have friends, of course, friends who you can talk to. But sometimes, there are things in life, at least as I feel like, there are things in life that you can't talk to any of your friends with. And that is when I take the opportunity to talk a little bit extra to our Father. And to me, it has helped me throughout many, many, many times. Just to have a little bit of guidance. So, I don't know if I'm going to do anything else with the actual thing. Let's see. Might be adding a little bit of color. Let's see if I can manage to do this. Not really much, but just to have it look more like a something than just the white. And I'm also going to use my positivity flowers. And I've done a couple of them before this. And to me, this will represent, that extra way of flourishing and have connection. And I will actually draw, let's see, I'll draw a couple of them on the actual page. And then I will attach some of them. So let's see. And for those of you who have been with me throughout knows that I have a positivity flower game that started out as a roller game, but to me it became more and more I don't know what to say, not important, but it became a thing that I really needed, positivity in my life. And for this, it's really a beautiful thing to be able to connect with God and have the flowers to represent that. And I don't know about you, if you have a favorite Bible quote or anything like that, because sometimes I feel like you're hearing so much about what to read, and some of us, I've been reading the Bible many different ways, and but I think that if you want to start to read, it's important that you start in a way that suits you. And if you find like favorite Bible in quotes, or if you have, those might be even positivity quotes, like regular ones, you often can find many of those connected to the Bible. So actually, I think I was 11 years old or something like that when I realized the connection and looked it up a little more than just the regular things and in the Bible, because I haven't been Christian all my life. It has been something that has been grown in me, but I think as an adult it has been more and more important. So let's see, I often do pages like this to be able to connect with God in my own language, which is Swedish, and I write a little note or things like that. And I'm going to do that today too, but I'm also going to attach a Bible verse. Let's see, I've actually chosen one, so let's see if we can get that one working out for me. Or things I'm actually going to write. I have two things that I think it's important, and I'm going to write a little thing here, and I hope you can see. It talks about how to engage you, the whole, the spirit and everything about you, to connect to God and to be able to also relate and talk to God with others. So I'm actually going to take the regular pencil and write in English for this one. God has given us, and I'm going to read it. Eyes not to judge others, but to look beyond situations. A mouth not to criticize, but to speak for the truth. Hands not to punish, but to give a helping hand. Ears not to be insensitive, but to listen and aid those who are in pain. And everything God gave us has its purpose. Use them for the greater glory of the Lord. So those words are very important. They are very important for me as a person, but it's also important for everyone. And I'm going to write this down because to me, those are words that I think about all day, every day, really. And I'm going to decorate a little bit here in this. So you will follow me through when writing. As this was alive. But sometimes it must be like that. God has given us, let's see, eyes not to judge, definitely. I'm going to fill this out with even bolder pencils afterwards. But to look beyond, that is, I don't know, some of these things might be kind of hard sometimes. But it's important to look beyond situations. Mouth not to criticize. That is really important to think about. And not to criticize. I actually talked about a lot of people yesterday about the thing that is sometimes going on YouTube and what effect YouTube has on every one of us. But it is important to think about what you are saying and how you're saying it, and to be able to stand for what you are saying. And not all of us have the opportunity to do that. I'm so glad for this community, because there aren't a lot of, things going on behind the scenes, sort of. But you'll never know. Mouth to not criticize, but to speak for the truth. And hands not to punish, but to give a helping hand. And I think all of us in this community are very good at giving each other a helping hand. Ears not to be insensitive, but to listen and aid those in pain. Let's see, to be. And sometimes, all of these things are, in a way, not, it's not hard, but it can be challenging sometimes. Let's see if we can fit it all. I'm actually going to make a separate thing with, let's see what we can use. I think we need to use a lighter color, maybe a tag of some sort. A broader one. So when thinking about these things, especially the last thing, everything God gave us has its purpose. Use them for the greater glory of the Lord. Those are very important words. Everything. And I think as I had the opportunity with this devotional series to actually go deeper and with my connection with God, in the way that I had to get to know God in English, sort of, because I've been praying and reading Swedish Bibles for many years. But to be able to have a deeper connection to me also meant that I had to look into English quotes, English Bible verses, read the Bible in English, and that has given me an opportunity to have a deeper connection. So I don't know about you, if you have the opportunity to learn another language, or just to not be afraid to get to know God in a different way, like this, maybe, to create an altered book with Bible verses, do Bible journaling, make tags, bookmarks, craft your way into knowing God. It might be a thing for you. And that, to me, is also a way of deepening your connection. And in the end, as I said last week, and I don't know if we will ever get fully learned, of course, but my aim is to flourish and have a good connection and a deeper connection to God. And you know, as I said, the goal might not be in the near future, but I'm positive and grateful that I have the opportunity to have him in my life, really. So this tag is almost like a one that at least I am going to have with me in different kind of ways. You know, you can have small little tags, small little bits and pieces, a prayer pocket, a prayer little quilt or whatever. But to me, it's can be a reminder of sorts. So let's see. I will also put a bit of flour to this one, so to have the opportunity to share this with you. To me, that has been a really important thing, and it has also, of course, deepened my connection. So I hope that I have been able to inspire you in any way to also like seek beyond things and not be afraid. I know that some of you might be thinking about like Bible journaling. It's a controversial thing, how you are supposed to do it, but the thing is that do what's making you in a deeper connection. Do what suits you. I can only inspire you and hope that you find your way. And I'm not going to force you, as I've said before, but I hope that you find a way. So together with this, I am going on the back side of this, write a little bit in Swedish. And to me, it's important to be able to communicate with God in my own language. However you feel about it, it's deeper in a way. You have all the words and things like that. So I'm just going to finish this page. So throughout this, for those who haven't seen, I'm going to show you a little bit. And of course, you can go on the HGT and Gigi playlist and see all the devotionals throughout. But we started out with peace. And here I've been written about what peace means to me. And it's a Swedish little note there. Have been, as you can see, speaking about it, written about it, just to have even here a deeper connection. Done a little bit of a prompt game. And this was February, more doodling and things like that. For this, oh, here I forgot this page. I think I'm going back to do something cute with that one. But as you can see, there are a lot of ways to connect and to find a way in crafting to do it too. So that is what has been important to me, just to open up my eyes in a way, to open and to really listen. So I hope that has been inspiring. And to take a deeper connection doesn't mean that you have to read and things like that. It doesn't have to be heavy. It's just open up your mind to it and it will come to you. So, and most of all, it's nothing to be afraid of. I know some of my friends have been afraid, like really afraid, because you might have been through things in life that has been hard to handle. But if you have the connection with God, you have also your best friend to be able to speak to. And he will help you, definitely. So I encourage you to really find your way. I'm just going to color these in and like show this one off really, and in the hope that I have been inspiring some of you. Let's see, we will have blue this one. And to me, I think this whole page could be flowers all over, really. You could almost say, like, the more flowers, the deeper your connection is. But it's important to start somewhere and find your way. So that is what I'm doing here, just to show you what you can do. It doesn't have to be a big thing. And sometimes it might not have to be, anything really. It just comes to you have an opportunity, you have something in your life telling you you need someone there, and God will help you to see when that is. And I know I've had that kind of moment in my life. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to find my way of making it work, because I can't say that you have to do it in a special way or something like that. It has to be a way that suits you. So I will see, let's see if we can fill this out with a thicker figure black so we can read it. God has given us. What has He really given us? He has given us the opportunity. That is how I see it. And I hope that you take it somewhere along your journey. Eyes not to judge. I'm going to see if I want to fill everything out. Mouth. Not to criticize. Hands. Not to punish. And of course, He has given us hands to be able to pray and connect with Him. Is not to be insensitive. But to listen. And that to me is double-sided. He has given us ears to listen to Him, but He has also given us ears to be able to listen to our friends, our family, to be able to help others in need. So with this, I feel kind of finished with the actual page for today. So I hope that I have been inspiring you, and I will get all the links down in the description box for the devotional Flourish, and we will continue throughout the year, Letitia and I. And with that, every month. And for me, it's, let's see, I will actually cut out a piece here and use my word, open. And to me, that represents open up my ears, my hands, my eyes, open up my soul even, to be able to deepen my connection. I don't know if I want to put it there. I think so. So that will be the final thing, to open up and don't be afraid. So thank you everyone who has been watching, and don't forget the next video in this series. It's going to be launched like every weekend, really, throughout the year. So have a lovely weekend, and I'll pray that you have a lovely week to come. Bye everyone.